We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Singletary going to get the handoff. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. So a good punt there, but a nice set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it with Madison. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it's third down. Third and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Bills 0.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brought down by
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 10.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. McKenzie now to return it. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. tight end, that's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the Bills' 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5 now. Watson eluding the press. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds Beckham, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Watson, complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Thirty-yard line, 2nd and 12. They'll run with Madison. And he Just met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Watson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. Left side caught by Diggs. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
At 21 apiece. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bills 28, Vikings 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Bills.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, it's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Watson setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie it again. 28 all. Dan Bailey to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Singletary loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12. 1st down, Bills.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
14 at the 30-yard line.
To throw. Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. They're able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Watson. He finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That'll be complete to Cook.
Watson's pass complete to Dalvin Cook.
One last throw here for Watson. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw the final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Bills, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Give me the go.